2013. And De La Cruz, high drive, center field. Back goes Trout, and the Marlins are on the board. Solo home run for Bryan De La Cruz.
Nice two-seam fastball from Garcia on the inside part of the plate that ran right in the happy zone of DLC, and he hit it the opposite way. Good swing, and Trout ran out of room.
Just Bryan De La Cruz rips that one down the left field line. Fair ball, and it bangs off the wall. One run is in. Here comes two. Everybody's going to score. As Bryan De La Cruz hits one high and deep out toward left center field. This one is back, and this one is tied. Bryan De La Cruz with a solo home run.
Skip talking last night after the game about the consistency that Bryan.
Hey, off the end of the bat, this one's sinking into center, and it falls. Jazz around third, he'll score. Bryan De La Cruz with another multi-hit day. Ballpark. De La Cruz lines it out toward left field. That's going to get down, and it's going to roll past the left fielder, Conforto. Lopez is in. Arise coming around, and hits this one hard, left center field, and down. It'll get to the wall. Arise coming in to score. Bryan De La Cruz continues to hit.
Every time the Marlins.
None this year. De La Cruz, fly ball, right field. This one back toward the wall. There it goes. A home run, Bryan De La Cruz. He is on some. De La Cruz, fly ball, left center. Bellinger going back, and that one is gone. Another day with an extra base hit. 6 in a row for Bryan De La Cruz.
I'll say he's seeing the baseball very well, and he has found that really nice launch angle.
He gives this one a ride, left center. Home run! Bryan De La Cruz.
That's why managers don't like to use their closers for 4-out saves. That time, he cut through the teeth of the wind.
3-2 pitch. That one's out toward left field. This one's going back, and it's off the wall. Anderson rounding third. He's going to score. De La Cruz. Line, fair ball down the line off the bat of De La Cruz. Arise on his way to third, and he's getting the green light. He's going to score easily. In the air, hit deep out toward right field. Butler going back up against the wall, and that one sneaks out of here. A 2-run home run for Bryan De La Cruz. Just over the top of that high wall, but enough to get out for a 2-run for DLC, who waits on a 3-2 pitch and a line drive base hit right center field. So Jazz with the infield single, stolen base, manufacturing his own run. Bryan De La Cruz, line drive, left field, and it's got the height to get out. Solo home run, DLC makes it 8-2.
Well, when it's high, let it fly, and that's what happened with that pitch right there. It was a splitter up in the zone. And you see this hanging splitter. Really didn't have that depth.
Until now, line drive, home run, Bryan De La Cruz does it again, ties it up here in the fourth.
Well, pretty similar to last night off of Yamamoto, an off-speed pitch. He hit it.
De La Cruz, left field, gets down for a base hit. Bryan coming around third, and he will score. DLC. De La Cruz sends this one out to center field. Perez going back, turns, looks, and it's a 2-run home run. Bryan De La Cruz to dead center field, and the Marlins are on the board.
And there you go. The right-handers continue to punish Casey Mize. What a shot by DLC.
The 1-0 pitch is hit high in the air, deep left center field. Jose Siri's going back, looking up, and this is gone. Bryan De La Cruz has given the Marlins a 1-0 lead here in the bottom of the first inning. It's his 10th home run of the season.
Go back to the fastball and lift it out toward right center. Solo home run, DLC.
De La Cruz said,
And DLC sends one in the air out toward left center field. Long run for Bader, and he's not going to get there. TA will score. Jazz on his way to third. DLC to second. And that is a fair ball over the third base bag. Lopez going to come in to score. Bryan De La Cruz towards second with an RBI double. 2-1 from Romero. This one's in the air out toward deep right center field. It's going back and it's tied. Bryan De La Cruz, 3-run home run.
Oh, you absolutely love to take advantage of mistakes. And in this situation, the mistake.
De La Cruz goes after the first one, sends it out toward deep left center, and it's a solo home run into AutoNation Alley.
A couple of days ago, Skip Schumacher was talking about De La Cruz and his swing, how he could see he was starting to get on time. And
this one hit well out towards center. Rodriguez back, and that one is over the wall. A home run for Bryan De La Cruz.
I think Rodriguez thought he had a little bit more room, and De La Cruz, out of anybody in this Marlins lineup, has swung the bat and sold George Kirby the best. This is a first pitch fastball that he jumped all over, hit it to dead central.
Just out of the reach of Alexander and toward the left field corner. Jazz is being waved home. Witt comes up with it. Throw home, not in time. De La Cruz, left center field, and down. Jazz is flying toward third, and he is going to come in to score. Bryan De La Cruz.
Credit to these guys that are keep going.
And De La Cruz skies this one deep right field, and a home run for Bryan De La Cruz.
And Skip, how many outs is that?
Well, you called it. I was right on the money, baby. Keep talking about it.
Just 2 outs. And he sends one right center field. That'll get down. Gordon coming around, and he will tie the game. Jazz to third. 2-2 in the 8th. DLC knocks it up. In the 7th, rips a base hit here in the 9th. And makes this a 1-run game, and the tying run is in scoring position. Strikes, 2 outs. De La Cruz, base hit, left center field. Jazz will come around, and De La Cruz is able to get this back to a 1-run game.
Huge.
De La Cruz down the left field line, headed toward the corner, and it stays up. A line drive home run for Bryan De La Cruz. Kept it fair and high enough to get out.
And when we did our open today, we talked about
De La Cruz out toward left field. Nimmo turns and looks, and another one into the Marlins bullpen. 5-3 here in the 7th.
De La Cruz just decided to hit one out. He decided to take that one deep. Number 17 on the year for Bryan De La Cruz. Boy, just a great swing.
That's into right field, a base hit. Jazz flying around third base. Here comes the throw. It's off the mark. DLC. Double back in the 4th inning. And past the dive of Westberg down the left field line. Edwards on his way to third, and he's getting the green light. De La Cruz in RBI double. 6-3. De La Cruz with a high fly ball deep down the left field line, headed toward the corner, and it stays fair for a 2-run first inning home run. Number 18 for De La Cruz, and it's an early lead.
I was watching De La Cruz take batting practice today, and he was hitting a lot of balls just where he hit that one. He lifted and separated on that.
Brewers have the infield in. Up the middle and through for a base hit. 1 run is home. They will hold Fortes, and De La Cruz gives the Marlins
Pirates debut. And he lines it into right center field, and welcome to the Pittsburgh Pirates, Bryan De La Cruz.
No, that makes everybody's hearts feel good. 2-strike hitting.
Sweeper, slider, curve.
There's a base hit. Here comes Kiner Falefa. And the new guys getting it done in the first inning. Right field and down. Bart's being waved home and really juggling the ball.
Into left center field and gets down. It's trapped. 2-run single for Bryan De La Cruz. Near to right center field, and how about another double? And how about a bases clearing 2-base hit for Bryan DLC.
De La Cruz, a flare to right, fair ball.
And the Pirates are on the board as Bart scores from third. De La Cruz with an RBI double.
Maybe pressing a little bit. Get down.
It does get down and stays in play there. And Connor Joe is going to be held in. There's Ricky down there as Bryan De La Cruz drives one to deep center and clear the deck with a cannonball. A topiary tater, and his first dinger is a bucko for Bryan De La Cruz to dead central.
There's that power.
High fly ball to center, hit deep. Back is Ciani looking up and clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Second homer as a bucko. 20 on the year for Bryan De La Cruz.
Yeah, that one immediately when it came off the bat, Bryan De La Cruz had that field. That's the one you get some backspin and carry to, and he knew it right when he hit it. It's always nice and reach that miles.
Cruz. Let's hit hard toward right, nearing the wall and clear the deck. Cannonball coming. Oppo for Bryan De La Cruz. His third Pirate homer, his 21st of the season. It's 5-2.
That's a tough pitch to hit when it's at the knees, but when you elevate it out there like that, and there's that power.
Boy, it shows you what he could do, John, with the pitch